All right, here's the bell. It's time for that school day forecast. Jed, I know we talk about football. It's a nice appetizer, if you will, but it just leaves you hungry for football, though. Got to wait a long time.
You know, one thing that we may be dodging is a few storms. There is some severe weather threats in the forecast. We're going to be talking about that, too. So we'll give you some football weather, some severe weather. That's all coming up here in just a little bit. Hey, great shot. This is a look from our Cowboy Hall of Fame cam. Looking off to the east, skies ranging cloudiness, clear to partly cloudy skies. And that sun will be coming up here in about the next 15, 20 minutes. Breezy morning out there, windy forecast all the way today. As a matter of fact, it'll be very windy today as those winds kick in today. A lot of gusts back in that 30, 40 mile per hour range today. We're starting with some cloud cover at times this morning. Cloud cover should thin out some going into the afternoon. If you like yesterday, you'll like today, kind of a similar type forecast here in the Oklahoma City area, and it does look dry. All the stormy weather is way out west. We're talking the opportunity for some storms along the dry line. Gulf moisture has fed up into the panhandle, leading ahead of that dry line, and so the opportunity is there for some spinning storms. Those spinning storms will have a chance to crank out some very large hail, very strong winds, and a tornado will be possible. We'll be monitoring that out west. A few of those storms could roll into the far west parts of the state here coming up this evening. More on that in just a little bit. A lot of wind on the way too. High winds crank up this evening into tonight across western Oklahoma, the northwest part of the state. High wind warning. So high wind warnings can bring a lot of dust. They can bring some power disruptions or even outages, knock some tree branches over. Definitely if it's trash can day, trash cans can be knocked over as well. So remember that. The winds crank up in the west coming up later today. We'll have an advisory for the wind across much of central, northern, and western Oklahoma, generally along and north and west of I-35, I-44, should I say. Most of the state is dry. You can see a lot of wind out there. The wind's drawn. There you see all that wind here across the southern plains into the central plains. A few little showers, you see those have popped up. Those are lifting northward. Nothing severe, just a few little light showers here in the north. They're becoming even more faint, so these are even dying out as we speak. We're 70 right now, south winds at 18, and as we check your forecast today, we'll go from the upper 60s to near 70 this morning, climbing into the upper 70s to near 80 by 3 o'clock today. Some clouds for a while this morning. Those will thicken back up, and we'll see a bit more sunshine going into the afternoon hours today. We're warm out there, most spots in the 70s, a lot of wind as well. The winds are now 18 miles per hour, stronger in northwest Oklahoma. You see those darker shades of red. That is some very gusty winds, so grab that steering wheel, hold it tight. Those winds will blow you around today. As our temperatures top out 70s, 80s, maybe near 90 in southwest Oklahoma. Gulf moisture is in place, so very much a tropical type atmosphere, and it's an unstable atmosphere as our lows tonight bottom out in the 60s as we go into tomorrow back in the 70s, 80s across Oklahoma, and then we'll see a cold front arrive heading on into Sunday, and that'll bring some milder air, 60s and some 70s here coming our way for tomorrow. Again, it looks like a warm forecast all the way today. Let's talk storm chance. They will be going up late afternoon out along that panhandle, out in the panhandle along that dry line. Those storms will start to move toward the Texas-Oklahoma border by about 7 o'clock. A few of those will make their way in, but they won't last. They'll diminish as the sun goes down. They'll weaken some, and the chance of rain will diminish overnight tonight. Then additional rain develops into your Saturday. Watch for some scattered storms to form up here. Lots of instability over the central part of the state as a dry line punches in. That will allow for some scattered storm chances into your evening hours tomorrow. Storms that do develop there have a likelihood of being severe, so we'll be monitoring that. Chance of rain and storms today out west. Again, some severe weather there as a few of those storms will rotate. Those rotating storms have a chance of creating some large hail and that damaging winds, hail up to the size of tennis balls. Tornado threat in far northwest Oklahoma and some high winds as well. And as we go on into Saturday, they'll shift into central Oklahoma. So be weather aware tomorrow as these storms kick in. The risk of severe weather goes up. There's your OSU football forecast, some 70s. Storm chances will be increasing during the day. And for the OU football game a little bit later, chance of storms will be scattered by late in the evening, late afternoon and evening. And that severe weather threat goes up as well. So we'll be tracking that. Severe weather possible into your weekend. Cooler weather in here for the Memorial Run. North winds taking over, 68. We'll start the week mild, warming it back up through the week, and we're going to have some dry weather much of next week. Lacey's got your outdoor forecast. It's coming up.